got me.
Yup. What's happening, world? Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of Cognac Confessionals. I'm your host, Deshaun. Here at Where Media Meet Studios in conjunction with VJ TV, Arrow Films, History and the Making Entertainment, Keep It Cloudy Productions. Welcome this Friday, June. I'm tripping. April.
Man, you must
I'm
have
trying to.
some
Hey, I'm
major
trying
cracking
to.
in June or
You
something.
know what I'm saying, man?
It's already
I'm
on your mind.
Trying to project myself into the future. Yeah. We got a good show lined up for y'all tonight.
Outstanding, actually.
Yes, I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves as always, starting with my co-host.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy, Pharaoh Films, a.k.a. the Donald Goins of movie making.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Alo Official, man. God bless.
There it is. Welcome to the show, my guy. It's been an interesting week, as always. For y'all seeing, yes, my arm is in a sling. Your boy on injured reserve, but it's all right. So
Still can live for money stack.
for sure, definitely can do that. Swipe the card, credit card, and all that. So
Easy.
what's happening with you? For the people that don't know, give us a rundown of who you are, where you from, what you do.
Well, like I said, I'm Alo Official, born and raised in East Oakland. Grew up on 85th.
Okay.
Resided on 90th and B Street for quite a long time. That's where I end my reign at. Yeah, man, just, grew up in that East Oakland lifestyle, living fast, made some bad choices in the beginning. Just did a 13-year bid. I did a decade off that. Been home 22 months, man, and blessed, just working, getting back active.
Cheers to that, to being home.
Yes, sir.
Cheers to that,
I
too.
was telling you, my little brother just got back from
Appreciate
doing 19 last week, so I
Man.
understand it.
Wonderful feeling.
Yes,
Getting
sir.
back out of there.
Shout out to that 85th, my boy Rail now. Over
That's
there
right.
holding it down.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to everybody. So you home, got you doing music. How did that come about?
I started rapping probably about 13, freestyling, playing around. When I was 16, one of my childhood friends was already pretty polished with it, and he was writing raps on like punishment. That's how he got. So we decided to start doing our group thing. We was going by the Knock Rushers, and
Okay.
that's when I started. Yeah, that's when I started. I started writing.
I like that, Knock Rushers.
Taking it more serious. But yeah, I've been rapping since, man, a long time. Just caught up in the street, selling dope, living a fast life. Always recording out my own pocket. Every now and then, some people came up, paid for some, but I was just not business minded for it. I had the talent, but not the business mind.
Okay.
So a lot of music is just sitting on dust that people never heard.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. So how many
Like that, man.
albums have you put out? How much music have you put out?
Far as putting out, it's really a small amount. So I released 3 mixtapes.
Okay.
I had the Lost mixtape in 06, Get It By Any Means in 09, and then right before I was incarcerated, I dropped Loyal to the Mob in 2012.
Okay.
And then, other than that, just a bunch of recordings. But right now I got 4 songs on all platforms, all new singles, and this is just the beginning. It's going down.
It's going down. So
Yeah.
where can people find you on social media?
So on my IG, official _ ALO90.
ALO90.
So
The
my
building,
boy
man.
Real,
What's up
yes,
with
sir.
it, man? What's up?
Facebook, Alo.
What's up, brothers?
Snapchat, Alo Official, TikTok, Alo Official, and on all music platforms, Alo Official. You can find all my music.
Now let me ask you this: when you was down,
Hmm
did you have a hard time transitioning back, or did you just jump right back into it when you came home?
Good question. To be humbly honest, the transition part wasn't really hard because I had a plan.
Okay.
What was hard was realizing how much the world changed in a decade.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, it did a whole 360. I was like, damn, it's hella different now, So that was the transition, knowing how to navigate through the way of the mindset now. And other than that, I already knew what I had to do. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I said, man, I'll go home. I'm getting a job off the rip. Because one thing about me is I want to be able to always, as a man, provide for myself first.
Right.
No matter what I'm trying to do in life, like, I'm gonna be able to have my own get down first. So, but yeah.
We don't do the starving artist thing over here, man. A lot of cats,
Right.
man, got a lot of talent, but if they just stop for a second, get focused, secure their foundation,
You got to.
You can really go.
Exactly.
But you be out there winging it, you don't ever quite get no traction, then you end up quitting when you actually had the talent in you to go all the way.
Man.
You just got to handle the basics first.
Right.
Facts.
Man, so what's up with that? Did you talk about your upcoming event?
Not yet. So
Slick Rick is watching, breaking bread in the building.
What's happening?
breaking bread.
So
I
what's
know some of them folks, man.
What's going on with the kid, man? You got a nice little show coming up, or I
Yes,
shouldn't say nice little.
Yeah, I was gonna
nice
say,
ass
Hey,
show
yeah.
coming up. That's
Yes,
just the
sir.
town
At
shit.
the Tommy T's.
A little after that.
you know
But-
how we do it.
But yeah, so talk about that and what song you performing? Is it out yet? What you
Okay.
doing? Yeah, fill us in.
Yeah, so definitely the boy Jerry Law 2 Raw, he reached out to me, man. It was
Shout
a
out to the
blessing.
homie.
I wasn't even expecting it, and I jumped on it, like, definitely. And so Wednesday we'll be at Tommy T's.
I'm gonna be in the building too, y'all.
Aisha the Truth is headlining.
She really is.
You
She's
got
hilarious.
the boy Whiteout.
Yeah,
And
shout out to
That's
that.
the homie.
Shout out.
I think it's KK the Kid, something in that degree. Don't forgive me.
K-Kid,
Yeah, K Kid.
Yukisha.
Oh yeah, she was tuning in last week.
And,
Yeah,
and she
we'll
on
try to
there,
get her on here.
and
yeah.
I'm the musical guest, thankfully. So
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the building. I'm gonna be by the
I'm
bar.
for sure gonna be in the building.
yeah.
So,
Now, hey, I ain't buying the drinks, but I'm gonna be by the bar if y'all trying to find me.
yeah.
Yeah, so I got some family coming, and I'm
That's what's
inviting
up.
a lot of people. But every song I'll be doing is already out, definitely. So it'll be 10 years, the verse and first hook from War, and then the whole song Legacy. That's the main single I'm pushing right now. The
Okay.
Legacy song is the foundation of everything, because it's my real testimony. Like, it gives you some things that a lot of people too afraid to talk about.
Tommy T's is a legendary venue.
I ain't never been.
Yeah.
You never been to Tommy T's?
No.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All these
But one of the
places
things
I've
is,
been, but never been there.
But one of the things about Tommy T's is you don't gotta really give no directions. You can tell folks gonna be at Tommy T's, even if they ain't never been there, they done heard of it.
Oh yeah.
So to be
definitely.
performing, to be the showcase musical artist on a venue like that, that's kind of big.
Man,
That's dope.
I'm
Make sure
thankful.
you be in there filming it and documenting that, man, for the documentary.
You got to.
Exactly.
That's-
And then so I register all my music with BMI,
Okay.
and I was going through it. They actually have something called BMI Live, where it's actually a way for you to get paid
For
your
your
live performances.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Not really.
That falls under
expecting too much
mechanical
residual,
royalties.
but
Yeah.
just on a professional manner, yeah.
Mechanical royalties and performance royalties. A lot of y'all getting in the music business and don't even be knowing that those basics.
Huh.
Like,
Got it.
and that's how you end up with a hit song with 5 million streams and you get a check for $17, and cats be like, well, yeah, you didn't maximize it. You the BMI, now you can license it to films, TV shows. There might be a cat in Japan playing your music, and all of a sudden you come, what they call that? That's that mailbox money. When you keep coming out to the mailbox and it's a royalty check, and you're like, okay.
Sitting there. Yeah, that's what I'm after, because, you know, like I said, my boy Real, you know, he got a lot of knowledge of, I've been doing this, it's just, I didn't know.
But see, Rail's so humble, man. It's hard to bring it out there because he don't be wanting to brag and stuff. But Rail been all over the world in this game with some of the most biggest cats in the world, platinum cats and this and that. Rail International. Don't let this low key fool you with the shades and all those there. This man is an international player, man.
If you know me, you know. You already know.
Exactly.
Y'all know.
So
that's big. So your first time being at Tommy T's, you on stage. That it ain't no better way to do it.
Man, right?
Hey. I can't even say I've been up there. Well, actually, I've been up there with Fab, but not performing. That's a whole different, you know what I mean, animal. So congratulations, bro.
Yeah, that's dope.
You been up there with me multiple times?
No, I'm saying on some music.
Right, okay.
Saying the music
I
down.
appreciate it, and it's crazy because I had just dropped the song Ward, capital W dot capital A dot R, and actually she on the.
Is it an acronym?
My fiance right there.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, fiance?
Shout out to
So is the war an acronym?
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
Basically, it mean basically like we are revolutionizing. So the message on the song, it don't really sound revolutionary, but on the hook I put a significant part where I said police leaving us breathless, the war is on, you know, because we got to use our platforms to uplift, you know, guide people in what's right and what's wrong, and not just always the negative part, you know.
True that.
And that's what I'm on, you know, trying to, you know, still
That's a powerful
swagging,
thing.
still giving it to them raw, but at the same time waking them up, like, you know, it ain't all about the flash and the sticks, and that's cool, but what else you got to offer, you know, because at the end of the day, we gotta be trying to save our people than knocking them down, you know. That's just me though.
Like,
I'm older, you know.
It seems like some though is kind of, well, at least the gatekeepers are resistant to allow anybody that's coming in that's talking about something other than just flat out degeneracy.
They are.
You know what I'm saying?
They are.
So, you know,
it's all strategic. I mean, basically, they feminizing the men, and then they're using the women to make the little girls be faster than they need to be.
Exactly.
And, you know, so they make it show that drill music is on top, you know, because they want to see that destruction.
Yeah, that angry energy.
Because you know they own this. Don't quote me, but from what I hear, a lot of the major label corporate people, they own a lot of the new prisons.
yes.
So if I could get y'all to not only kill each other, but also
making money overhand.
We getting money all
See,
around.
and that what is an important thing what the brother spoke on, because see, here in California, we haven't really seen it because the prison guard union is the most powerful union in California. You're not winning no national and statewide office in California if the prison guard union don't endorse you. In other states, and that's why we don't have private prisons in California, because the prison guard union is demanding that, you know, we don't farm it out. But at one point in the state, it was cats getting shipped everywhere. Man, it was cats getting shipped to Oklahoma, to Mississippi and stuff, and those are private prisons, and they were making deals with the state of California.
Bring me your people.
Now, here's where the game gets dirty. If California promises them 1,000 prisoners, even if California only send them one, they got to pay them for 1,000 prisoners. So California got to come up with these prisoners. So guess what so how do you come up with more prisoners? By criminalizing everything and incarcerating as many black and brown folks yet. Now some people say, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. No, it's facts.
Conspiracy if it's true.
And then, and a lot of these conglomerates that own the labels and stuff like that, they're consolidated. They are also heavily invested into prisons, because prisons is looked at as a growth industry.
Exactly.
Because they feel like they'll never have enough cells. And why won't they have enough cells? Because they lock it all goes hand in hand. Now they'll try to make you sound ridiculous by saying, "Oh, so what? The CIA and they're telling the rapper what to say?" Oh, okay, you're trying to make us look foolish. But here's the thing: they will only promote degeneracy. So if you're a young artist trying to get on, you could come from a good family. You could never saw no parts of the streets. You could really have lived a decent life. But you know, to get them fast women, them Rolls Royces, and to live that life, you gotta spit it like this. So the CIA ain't gotta be there telling you to do it a certain way. You got eyes and you want to get on.
That's what you gotta do.
You know, you're gonna do what, like some of them people, like they've been bashing this girl Candace Owens and all this one, that they be like, oh,
She
it ain't like the way
saying
we're
some wild stuff though.
because she know that's what it takes to get on.
You got a point. I see exactly where you was going.
Charleston White even said it
Same
clearly.
thing.
I was trying to do the right thing. I was registering people to vote. Niggas was telling me to get off the porch. I reinvented myself into the most ignorant nigga possible, and now I'm in a Rolls Royce.
And let me just say this, like, not to, I love all my young brothers, like my sister, my brothers, like, I love people, you know. But at the end of the day, like, I experienced a lot of that too. Like, I ain't just talking from in the house what I'm talking from, you know. Do you wanna be a scapegoat? Like, do you wanna, you know what I'm saying, sacrifice your life for a small temporary moment that gonna go away real quick, but that life sentence gonna be real long, or that casket gonna be real serious, you know? And I seen a lot of brothers come in prison when I was in there, and they, you know, they got bodies on the street. They little dudes, you know, and then they get in there and they don't know what to do, you know. And now they getting beat up, they getting smashed on, because all they knew was just to use their gun, you know. And I understand, because that's how they was trained and raised. But it's like it's more to the story, man. If you living like that, you gotta be ready for. Because ain't no guns in there, you know. You gotta have.
At least not on your side.
Yeah, you gotta have
My partner nephew just
Yeah.
ended up on a special needs yard, and he got about 47 more years. I'm like, how you gonna do 50 years basically in PC?
Yeah. I'm saying it's real, you know.
I mean, but you know, but
It's sad.
so when a person like yourself comes along and can say, hey, I went that road, you don't want to go that road, do you get frustrated if they acting like they can't hear you? Or do you just say, it is what it is, I'm giving you the game, if you don't take it?
I wouldn't say I get frustrated. I would say I'll be saddened, you know, but I don't get frustrated. I more so would, like, I would pray for him if God put it on my heart, you know, because that's what I'm standing on, you know, like, I'm standing on what God wants, you know, and, like, what he tell me that's needed to be said or done, that's what I'm doing, you know. And I'm not saying I'm no saint. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. I'm just saying I know it's real, you know.
And you're not afraid to give them the real.
That's what's up.
Because the people that part from you, especially if it comes to speaking on God, or especially if it comes to giving them knowledge, you don't need them around you anyway. That's life letting you know them the people you shouldn't be around. Because if we can only uplift each other in the negative, that means the whole situation negative.
True that.
And that's why I wanted to have you on the show too, for real, because knowing you for, man, a couple decades is crazy, because you always been consistently just like this. So that's kind of why I wanted to share everybody and to see that, because your lyrics kind of depict the shit you be on. So, like, even when we was kids, like, I'd be out bullshitting, listening to his lyrics. I ain't gonna lie, I never sold dope. I sold weed. That's what I sold. But I learned a lot about dope from my man. and what was in your lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, but then at the same time, you could turn the switch and I could sit and have an intellectual conversation with you, whereas other cats from the hood, it was only so far you could go. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate that.
So you've always been a complex type individual.
yes, he has.
Because
I'm
always
gonna answer for him.
open-minded.
I'm gonna answer that for him.
Always
Yes, he has.
open-minded. Like, I was the youngster in the hood that listened to the OGs. You know, like when they save your money, do this, do that, don't do this, do that. I was the one that listened, even if it was a dope thing. And you know, you had the other ones that, man, get your dope in, you know, away from me, woo. And I'd be like,
Not knowing
I'd be
I saw
like, he
your
giving
mama, I mean,
game
knowing.
though, you know. Like I had one,
Father.
my boys, G Rilla, rest in peace. Everybody from my hood know who I'm talking about. He told me one day on the block, he said, man, it's like a chainsaw. He said, you gotta be like this. The moment you ain't like this, you get your head chopped off. And that always stuck with me. So it's like, I'm like, you know, and I usually see the trouble before it comes. So like, when you got them experience, I'm not the person like standing right here, we all posted, and then some dude just hit the corner with a hoodie on, walking up the street, and we just like, wow. I'm like, what's that?
On Tuesdays
like,
and
you know.
Thursdays, when he ran, I ran.
Yeah, you know.
I'm like, he seen something. I'm out.
And you know, I ran with,
There they go.
you know, I ran with a
That's
collective group of guys at that, you know, move a certain way. So it's like, you had to be
Eric said, "What's up?"
on your game, you know.
And that's a
Thank you,
beautiful
Eric,
thing,
tuning
being
in.
able
Yes,
to
sir.
listen.
Yes, sir. Oh,
Because I had a son
CGI.
who wouldn't listen,
Mhm.
and now he's got to give them. He got to give them people
boy.
a couple of decades. My son was one of them ones. I'd be like, "Hey, dog, nigga, you running with? He ain't cool. Hey, man, don't go around there. That ain't cool." And I be even trying to tell him. The reason why I could tell you don't go around this corner is not because I'm just this super wise dude. I went around that corner multiple times, got my head knocked in. So I'm telling you, blood, don't go around there. But he was one of the ones that had to learn for himself. And now, unfortunately, I don't even know if I'll even still be here to see him when he come back. But, you know, he was determined.
God willing, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a blessing that you could say that you was one of the ones that listened. I was also one to listen, but then I produced one who refused to listen.
Yeah.
Refused.
No. Believe this. I got a 27-year-old son, a 25-year-old daughter. We could tell them everything we don't want them to do, but as parents, you have to always remember they are watching. So everything they see that you say don't do, they saying, why not? You say, don't smoke weed. You smoke weed. Don't drink. You drink. And when I get my chance, I want to see why you do it. You know, so I had to learn like
But
that.
they can't understand. I be like, but I try to express to mine sometimes like, hey, I grew up in fucked up situations. I hustle hard as fuck, so y'all don't. But I grew up in fucked up situations, so I got a level of dysfunction, bad habits, self-destructive tendencies. If shit going good, I'ma make it go bad.
do
You
as
know,
I
'cause I
do,
got
do
that
as I
self-sabotage. I got this, so I be like, so I'm being honest with y'all. You damn sure shouldn't do what you see me do. In fact,
For real.
the one sacrifice, the one good thing I did in life was to make sure that y'all was straight. So why would you follow in my fucked up footsteps?
Hey, I picked the perfect day to have my son in the studio audience.
Like I try to keep it 100. Like, yeah, you might see me drinking, you might see me this, you might see me womanizing. You shouldn't do those things. I did those things because I'm a fucked up person. You're not a fucked up person because you've never one day on this earth had to wonder where your next meal was coming from. You've never wondered if, oh man, my partner done did so and so to this nigga, so when this nigga see one of us or even see me, they gonna do this to this. So y'all know I sheltered them from all that. And then as soon as they got big enough,
It's like, it's on sight. I'm out
Hey,
there in
man.
the world. Trouble,
Hey.
trouble, trouble.
as soon as they got big enough, 2 feet in, I was sitting there like, what the fuck
Well, you
is
know.
going on?
They say you train your child up right, and they'll always refer back to their original teachings.
But I don't want to
But-
wake up 38 in a cell and be like, man, this is what Pops was talking about.
I get it, but that's what they say, and in some cases that happens. And also, there is that part that, it's the hard head got to feel it to believe it. Remember, fat meat greasy. Oh, you think your shit don't stink. Oh, you just want to learn the hard way. All that shit we used to hear, man, we all got to ask.
I feel you on that. I feel you
You
on
don't put
that.
your hand on the stove, go ahead, do it. I dare you. I told you, don't touch the stove, it's hot. You just, touch it if you want to.
I feel you on that. But if I would have had a me saying, don't go do that, this and that, I would have been like, all right, cool.
True.
Yeah,
You're right. That's true. But sometimes people have to go through it to then fully understand it. You can also have the ones who listen to it and hear everything and never experience it, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a double-edged sword. And I'm not advocating going out there fucking up. I'm not advocating that. But what I'm saying is sometimes you have to go through those because everybody has their own path. Mm-hmm. As a parent, I got 3.
Right.
My youngest is a freshman in college right now. Mm-hmm. My oldest is on the dean's list every year. Mm-hmm. I'm like, cool as fuck. I'm happy as dad. Mm-hmm. Middle child, he working, doing his thing. Mm-hmm. All of them got their own individual path. Right. Mm-hmm. I can pour.
But you still gonna be worried about their path.
Of course, I'm supposed to. I'm the parent. I'm a parent.
Right.
I'm a parent. So I'm always be worried about it. There's a part of me that's it's not a cocky thing or nothing. But there's always a part of me that says they gonna get it. Even when I don't see them getting it, I hope that they get it because I've done my job. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get it. But you may have to bump your head. Mm-hmm. I wish you don't. I don't know a parent out there who want their kid to struggle and go through the shit.
Right.
If we ate top ramen, I want my kids eating steak. I don't want them to ever have a couple noodles, put fucking water in the milk. None of that. My kids ain't never had to do none of that. None of the stuff we did. You'll never have. My kids will never have to eat canned meat.
Steal the cereal.
No canned meat. No government cheese, even though that make the best government cheese sandwiches.
No syrup sandwiches.
No syrup sandwiches. That is the best shit. The sugar toast. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? None of that shit.
The amount of heat you used to have to put on that cheese.
Hey, the kids will never.
That to one of my sons. They was looking at me like I was making the shit up.
Hey, you feel me?
I had to call in a witness. Like, man,
never having to fucking put the oven with the door open to heat the house.
Man, yeah, we stood in line for cheese and butter.
I've been in that line.
At Allen Temple back in the day. But but going back to what you said, right, that some lessons in life are better taught through experience. So prison, even though it's a terrible place to be, people always think of the physical. If you've never been there, they don't realize it's psychological. It's mental.
They only do 2 days.
Because when you in a place where you got to do it in a sense where you can only operate under day like, okay, you want to come out the cell, well, you ain't coming out right now. When we decide to open the door, if it's yard time or whatever, then you come out, Right. It's that part, but if it wasn't for prison, I wouldn't be who I am today. So for some of us,
it's part of
your path.
It's part of your evolution.
Yes, and for some of us, it don't. Because some people go in there, they dominoes, pinochle the whole time, and they come home. And then people like me and others, you go in there and you study, you pray, you get your mind right, you work out, you think about what's more important. And so when you come home, you like this. Instead of like,
you said you had a plan.
Oh, let me hop in with y'all, or let me,
Here's a 3 in the morning. Here's a nice 3 in the morning I just thought of. Pilgrims call it time out. Mm-hmm. Instead of whooping their kids, right? And we be like, why the fuck I never put my kids on time? I beat their ass or whatever, whatever. But the lessons learned, it's a timeout. Just like you said, if it wasn't for your timeout, who knows what would happen? You might not. It's a timeout, and
a reset.
It's everything. The timeouts, the things we go through, all our hurdles, everything. Scars build character, and it's a moment to reflect. Like you said, in the books. I know that. I mean, you reading. That's you got to read. If you read more, if you got more shoes than books, we have to have a conversation.
Exactly. and I was in a real dark place when I got arrested. So it definitely was God sparing me. He said you could either do this little bit of time, which I was facing life at first, but you know I fought it, and they broke it down, and then I finally got the deal I got. But
That's what's up.
he basically said, I'm gonna give you a chance to do this time, come home, and do better. Cause if I don't do this, you either gonna be out of here, or the type of time you're gonna have ain't no get back. You know,
Football.
cause I was messed up, man. I was like going through personal stuff, and so every little incident, I was just like, I didn't care.
And you've been pouring that into your music.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So a lot of your music is autobiographical.
Basically, yeah. I would say, out the 4 songs on all platforms right now, 2 of them is testimonies, and the other 2 is bits and pieces. You know, little lugs up in there.
You can't have a testimony without a test.
You got to have a test. So,
Church lady told me that, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's real spit.
yeah. Have you done any collabs with anyone or looking to?
Since I've been out, only collab that I got that's out right now is I'm pretty sure y'all know my cousin Demo out of Fillmore, old school. Get low players.
GLB.
We got
Demo,
the song.
Steph the Gaffer,
Seth
the Gaffer,
JT and
the young
Queen.
baby boy saying Queen.
Mm-hmm. So me and him, I put him on a song with Southside done a beat, a cat out of Detroit.
Okay.
Called Big Dog, BIGDAWG, on all platforms, and that thing turned up.
Okay.
And I had to give it to him. It's probably one of his hardest verses I done heard, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, nah, I was looking into doing something with Fab. I reached out, you know, he got back, and I never got around to it. Other than that, couple other people, my boy Fonte.
Okay.
FOD.
Yeah, I put up
I'm
on him the other
get him
day.
on the show.
I actually really like, you know,
Yeah,
what he
he be
doing.
spitting. I like, yeah,
Really
FOD.
cool.
Yeah, they doing their thing.
Yeah, he
Shout
know, I've
out
been
Debo.
knowing,
Debo been on the show.
I've been knowing Kev since, you
Yeah.
know, he was young, like.
That's a respectable movement they
Yeah.
got going on.
And I grew up basically one of his brothers. We went to school together, grew up together, in a sense. So I knew him when he was just a little kid. So you know, when I seen him really doing his thing, I'm like, damn, he's really doing his thing.
That's what's up.
And I look into probably doing something with him soon.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just trying to get my own little, you know, momentum going. And
You got any music videos or anything like that you've done?
yeah, so the main single Legacy was shot 2.5 weeks ago.
Okay.
By Unspoken Craft. I don't know if y'all heard of her,
Okay.
but she fired. For the
Okay.
people that don't know,
Shout out.
at Unspoken Craft, she editing it right now, and
Okay. So we should be seeing that
maybe
soon.
by tomorrow it should be done.
I know you can't wait.
What? It's gonna be a movie.
Yeah,
It's
shoot
a
us
baby
that.
movie,
I
man.
definitely will post it on the page, and I support everybody doing their thing.
I appreciate it. It's definitely gonna be quality because she fired.
I was mad I missed that too.
I had sent Real the invite, but it was so last minute, and you know we all got things we doing.
Yeah.
So you got the big show on. So you got the video possibly dropping this weekend. You got the big show on Wednesday. What next? What else you got coming up?
Okay, so on the 17th, shout out to Awfully Amazing Podcast.
Oh yeah, shout out Tamara.
I'm doing
That's the
All
home.
In Radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the 17th.
Nice.
And other than that, I'm going to Vegas couple weeks, about 3 weeks, and I'm doing a video for Big Dog with Demo.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm be out there a few days.
What about
Nothing like Vegas.
upcoming?
What? I live out there. That's crazy.
What's your next music project that you got planned? As far as like, you about to hop into a new one, or you gonna parlay this one and try to push it, or what's your plan?
Basically, right now I'm dropping like one song at a time and trying to give them their little moment. and then eventually it'll become a project, and then I'm just gonna keep just keeping busy. Not really too worried about dropping whole projects too soon, because I feel like in the age we in, if you notice, most songs is like 2 minutes now.
Right.
People attention span is like that. So
That's
it's like if you just drop a whole album and you're not already like an A-list person, or not even A-list, a well-established artist, it's like, oh, okay, he got an album. Who the hell is that? So I was like, let me take my time. Let me spoon feed them.
Yeah.
And then when they like, we want more, all right, here you go, But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Just a little bit at a time, and then
Right. Yeah. That's what's up.
like I got probably about another 20 songs ready to go.
Okay.
I'm just sitting on, and probably ideas about that big. Like I don't even write no more. I just go in there and do it out the head now. I don't even use a pen or pad no more.
Okay.
Just straight from the spirit, huh?
Shit,
That's
she
soul
wasn't
music
doing
for real.
that back in the day.
And like even when I was writing to now, it's a little faster without the pen or whatever. But I work like me and him done a lot of music together, so he like I'm knocking out songs 15, 20 minutes. Like I don't do no plan. You give me an hour, I'll do 3 ideas.
Okay.
I can attest.
That's what's up. I definitely want to wish you continued success and blessings in your endeavors, my brother.
I
Because that's a great thing. Like you said, you had your time out. You out doing positive things, working, handling your business as a melanated man. Because we ain't black. You already know my sentiments on black. We ain't black man. We melanated. Yes, sir.
Came out in your right mind and focused and ready to go, man. I look forward to seeing you put a dent in this game out here, man. Because we need cats that's gonna we need cats that's gonna really say, because like for instance, like you said, the drill thing, right? I've been watching in the last couple of weeks. They got this youngster, Baby Kia, and I mean, I ain't no shy dude. I done seen a couple things, but then I be like, damn, man, this dude is kind of. He's a teenager, or at least look like a teenager. And I be like, man, if he lived to see 21, if even a fraction of what he talking about is, if he lived to see 21, we should all have make it a national holiday. But then I seen that they was bringing him to schools, and people was protesting like, okay, why are you bringing him to the schools, this and that? Right. And then the other day, somebody brought Sexy Red to a school, and
but
then somebody
that's
said
that program
like weed,
shit.
This and that, and I was like,
but why would? And I'm not even knocking her personally.
No,
but just once again,
I know it's a lane.
Yeah, but it's pumped. Why would you have her at a school with some impressionable youngsters?
Or even this Baby Kid. Because my thing is that like when we was kids, nobody would have brought Red Fox to the school. Even though that's not even
when I was in high school,
Red Fox, but no, this is for adults. You wouldn't have brought Richard Pryor to Elmhurst. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Yeah, it would have been turned.
When I was in high school, Montel Williams was at our school. You know what I'm talking about? Talk show back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris, sugar daddy. He used to dick her down back in the day. So
allegedly.
We all know what she was. But that brother came through the school, and he went. I remember this shit was crazy back in it, because I graduated from high school in '92. So he was going through the campus, and he was going in the classrooms, and he would take a kid out the classroom. We ain't tripping off of it, but all the kids, and we had a big ass assembly and all that shit. And the kids he ended up pulling out the classrooms. The kids who was in there doing some bullshit. Fucking up, but he brought them. That's who he picked. But when he didn't be like, y'all bad, this, that, and that. It was a great ass experience. He didn't pick me. I was a class clown, but he didn't pick me. he didn't come into my class.
They used to call me Joe Clark.
Exactly.
Now they call me Batman.
when I think of people who you want to come to your school, it's shit like that.
Right.
Yeah. A positive influence.
Like,
Why
why would
do
you
I
have
wanna
Sexy?
have-
Even if all the kids listen to Sexy Red, you still
I
don't
don't
want to make it
understand that.
official.
As a school board member, a school, anything, what? Why? But I understand. I know why. Because that's the mindset they want melanated people to be on. And now you want to not have her go in because she smell like weed. Well, if you don't want roaches, don't leave food out at night.
Right.
And I'm not calling her a roach. So I want to clarify that. I don't want nobody to be, oh man, no, I am not.
I understand your analogy.
Yeah. Real fast. So, like, because a lot of people be scared to talk like this.
Dang.
I don't care what people think. I am
Oh,
who
yeah.
I am. So, it's the enemy. You know, we could sit here and act naive. We could sit here and act like we don't know right from wrong. It ain't nothing but the enemy, man. It's the devil, you know. And it done got so
Bad that you know it's the enemy when a person, okay, you mentally ill, you on drugs, whatever your reason, whatever you're going through, you want to ride around, kill
5 people, all spontaneous, boom, boom, boom. But you so controlled by the enemy, because you gotta be out your mind at the moment just to kill 5 random people, but you had enough sense that you wanted to do it on live. That's the enemy.
Exactly.
Because what you see is what you get. What you see is what you
be
follow.
fame.
So when these youngsters see that, they like, ooh,
he
he
want to
went
go
live
viral.
and kill them. They don't even care that you going down for that.
You
I
just
want to
said
be
a powerful
viral.
thing.
I want to
when
have
you
a.
said
I want
you
to have a
don't
moment
care
in history.
about. You're not scared to say what's right or
everybody
wrong.
to
Because they
remember
got
my
us in a
name.
position now that if somebody's over here doing some fuckery, and you say, "Hey, come on, knock that off," you're the bad guy. You're the hater.
Yeah.
Or if they got something up, like they got this sister up here at the school and she's in the mini skirt and her song is Ski Yee and this and that. And I know the kids gonna listen to it anyway on TikTok, but I'm still not gonna stamp it.
Yeah.
But if you say, "Hey man, y'all don't need to have that up there," you hate black women.
Yeah.
You against your own people.
Right.
You hating and she getting a bag, and so it's like.
We ain't hating you.
We know right from wrong, like you said. We know right from wrong, this
Yeah.
and that. But to have the courage to stand up and say, okay, there's always been R-rated movies and X-rated movies, but you put them over behind the curtain.
Right.
You put the R-rated over here, and you say no one under 17 can come see this without their parent. It's always been there, but now they got the R-rated and the X-rated everywhere. And if you say, hey, that ain't right, that's degeneracy.
Now you the hater.
Yeah. And it's crazy. And so I think it's a lot of people out here who have large platforms that could speak on certain things, but they know that they would be
scared
under
to lose
so
the
much attack if they was to
influence
say,
or the viewership.
hey man, that ain't right over there, or hey, this social media is influencing people to do, like I look on YouTube and TikTok and I see people doing things, pulling pranks on people and stuff. I see people doing things that could get them killed.
Hey, speaking
And
of
they're
pranks,
doing that for attention. Yeah. Like, man, if you do that to the wrong person, you're going to get hurt. And sometimes you see them getting socked or chased up or somebody pulling a gun. You be like, why would you risk your life?
What's his name? Dita or something? He be the one be like, what's up, punk ass?
I think I seen one of those.
I be watching.
I've been seeing some of those.
I
seen one.
like, you crazy
some of
though.
that.
So
They be punching him. And
I just
all
saw
that.
one.
Playing with your life.
I just saw one where this dude was at the arcade. I guess he was on the motorcycle.
Oh yeah, dude.
And dude jumped on the back of the motorcycle. Where we going, big boy? Motherfucker, nigga.
Dude said, I ain't the one to play. Don't play with me like that.
But
All I think
people-
about is
Be doing weird shit, and you be violating. That's the thing. You violating my space.
Y'all see the one with
You
the
don't get me
young
wrong.
boy
I joke.
laid down in the grass with the ghillie suit on, with the grass, and the dude walked by and he jumped up, boo, and whipped out his nigga.
Exactly.
Popping.
They had one. Matter of
And he
fact,
was like,
they had
"Whoa."
one in the East.
He probably did that.
I
to
remember
100
this was a
people.
while ago where a dude tried to prank a dude in the East somewhere, and dude got out and was like, "What?" Like they pulled the and was like, the other dude was kind of, hey, man, it's a prank. He was like, nigga, motherfucker, don't be playing. Motherfuckers ain't no game out here.
yeah.
and this is for you. What are they? Millennials, zennials, or
That's
whatever
the
the
power
fuck?
of
Any,
social
mini,
media,
money,
that
mo.
it will have.
Any of you motherfuckers that you lack the brain cells. Listen, stop doing dumb shit for views.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna fuck around and fuck with the wrong person, and you can fuck around and fuck up somebody's destiny who's on some righteous shit. But nowadays, because you got all this bullshit going on, motherfuckers, like you say, it's better to be caught with than without. People carry just because they don't want to deal with shit.
Yeah.
And you fuck with somebody and they thinking you really trying to fuck with them, and I'm in fear of my life.
And they ain't gonna
And shoot you
hesitate.
and kill you,
Mm-hmm.
and now you on your video dead.
And now they
Or your
say
cameraman, your friends
he
is,
wrong for
oh,
killing
you say,
them.
oh, what Easy
And that's
said
why as a
on.
parent, you gotta be diligent because
You
the way
motherfuckers
social
better
media
stop
is
doing
set
dumb
up,
shit.
they'll have your 9-year-old daughter ski in,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll have your 9-year-old son trying to figure out what pranks he can pull on random strangers.
For real.
And now if they end up growing to that, but you just got to be diligent. You can't just, because some parents
Cause that's the way
will
to
put
go.
the phone or the tablet in their kid's hand and set them down, and while
And
we in the
don't teach
room
'em.
smoking or doing whatever we doing,
Kids
as
watching
long as they ain't
everything.
making up too much noise, where you got to cut that noise out.
Mm-hmm.
They got hours of uninterrupted fuckery
Fuckery.
pouring into their brain. And then every few minutes you come out and say, make sure you do the right thing.
That's
And
that
then you go back in the room. But he got hours of Baby Kia and Sexy Red and NBA Youngboy, and then he goes out into the world surrounded by all his little partners who also got hours of that being drilled into their head. And every few minutes you say, make sure you make good choices.
And you got
And then
niggas
you
running
go sit
around
down.
in person and shit.
I
You got to
mean,
put some values in
in
them.
my opinion,
I'm guilty of that.
in a humble opinion, I would say that what we lacking is leaders. Like
Yeah.
where the world is today is that everyone is following each other.
And it's like that, okay, just because they get down like that, I mean, you got, it's all kind of things out here to do, like, you know.
That
So,
structure.
yeah, so it's like, that's what, and I'm not knocking it. Like I said, I
Yeah.
salute, support everybody that's accomplishing something.
Right.
What
I
I'm
just believe
saying
it's
is
a time
that,
and a place, though.
yeah, like,
Right.
just because drill music is trending don't mean everybody's to make drill music. Because you got people making drill music that ain't never drilled or never been around a drill or ain't gonna
Thank
drill.
you.
Right.
Or they got to
You know,
go surround
but they-
themselves with 20 cats that
Yeah.
have, and they can't control them.
But they done painted this picture to where now they are the drill.
And then you
now
got
when people see them,
then you got the-
get treated like the drill.
And
man.
every
you got
city
the
you
watchers
go
that's
to-
like, oh, you will talk all that shit in your song, so
Yeah.
you in our city for this concert, so let's see what it do.
But
Now they
DJ Quick
talking about
told y'all this
smoking
30
on-
years ago when he had that
Smoking
song
on
just like
this and
Compton.
smoking
Mhm.
on
That
him.
every city they went to, cats was there waiting to try to test them.
Yeah, it was
You know?
Especially when you get to talking about,
we smoking on John and smoking on
Yeah.
Gary or
Yeah,
whoever. You know,
whoever,
it's
yeah.
like now it's to the level where the disrespect's so bad. People
Yes.
talking about dead people.
dude.
Right.
And they
speaking
making videos
Like-
peeing on graves and
I
stuff.
don't remember
that's-
that when I
of,
came.
yeah,
up
it's
with-
certain
I don't
shit you
remember.
don't. Even if I hated you, it's certain. I'd be like, I wouldn't do that.
I
I
don't
got a
remember
level of
the
respect.
star faces, the 3-time crazies,
Yeah.
the who whatever hood music you grew up on. I've never heard them talking about smoking on a dead person.
Yeah, that's
The
some
funny
cannibalistic
thing is
shit.
they had this little
And I ain't
song.
knocking y'all.
They had this
That's
little
y'all
song.
thing.
I
I'm
got
just
it on.
saying,
I
I
heard
ain't
it
never
on
heard of it.
TikTok where it was "Can I When I See You," and it's
Mhm.
by this dude out of Ace Julio Fulio.
Mhm.
And so I'm slapping it, right?
Mhm.
So I'm with my nieces and nephews. I put the video on, and they said, "Have you seen the real video?"
Mhm.
And I'm like, "No." And in the real video, it's when I see so and so Jack got shot. So it's a video went trending on TikTok. That's why I seen it. He was actually talking about all the people him and his crew had knocked down,
Yeah.
and then they was showing the breakdown of. They was like so and
Ask
so
for
got
a
shot,
charge.
and then they'll show the news
Mhm.
report of this one. With one
I'm
kid,
done
Corbin
with
got
the
kidnapped,
video,
this
like
one,
that.
this and that, and it was like
Mhm.
Corbin, and they had to do Corbin's mother on there. Like, yeah, my son was kidnapped. They found his skeleton out in the thing, and I was like, and I realized, dude was talking about 6, 7 murders
Mhm.
that him and his folks had done, And then I'm like, this nigga's really putting murders in the thing
Correct.
making fun, and my
Telling
ass sitting
yourself,
here.
that's not smart.
Not even knowing.
And the
I'm
devil
like, what kind of
this.
demonic
Yeah.
spirits? I was like, man, pumping
The enemy
straight
sitting back like they
demonic
doing their
music
job.
into
Enemy
my
like,
ears.
ooh, yeah.
The clan like, why we ain't gotta go in there and do nothing no
But
more.
that's what's scary to me because, so like I look at it like a cost of living raise. So like you know, money and everything always goes higher and higher. But what's scary to me is the OG, the older generation, has always been like that, like that governor. Like in a car, you can only go so fast.
Yeah.
So like our OGs, it was only so much you could do.
Yeah,
Like you
before
couldn't
they
do
had to
certain
holler
shit
at
before
you.
even
Yeah.
the real OGs would be like, bro, you just talked about a dead nigga. Like, why
Yeah.
are you even doing
Right.
that?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
shit you don't do.
But so my thing is, so what I'm worried about is as they become the OGs, what the hell is like?
What's
Where's the
gonna be their
filter gonna be? Yeah, like
Because nothing is off limits.
right.
You know.
Nothing is sacred. That's what they say. And I know we coming up on the end of the hour, but great conversation. To anybody that's watching this though, youngsters, OGs, middle-aged people, half youngsters, even the little kids. If you happen to come across this
Always
video,
with a youngster mind.
oh yeah, if you're not maturely ripe yet, but please get there. Stop doing dumb shit.
And then on a flip note, for we end this. My fiance is going through kidney failure,
Oh,
so she's
Prayers to the
on
Most
the
High.
waiting list. If anyone has any family members that's
you got a
what's your
website or
type?
anything we can send to?
A plus.
Any family members that
Blood
are
type is A
probably
plus.
dying or deceased at the moment in the hospital that's willing to donate their organs, that's A-list. You can reach me on any of my social media platforms I mentioned in the beginning. It will be very much appreciated.
Appreciate it for
Whatever
sure.
help
Definitely
y'all
prayers.
can.
Plus, I think you said
Yeah.
A-list, A plus.
Oh,
blood
A
type.
plus.
A plus.
I mean, sorry about that. Yeah, A plus. And yeah, for those that
Send
believe,
me that information, and I can definitely tag it in my platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely reach out. We
For
definitely
sure.
about that.
And for those that believe Jesus died on the cross for our sins, I know we all got different religious beliefs.
We do.
The time is, that just for God is calling his people, and we just got to get right, and just try to get our souls together, because you see the world we live in, man. I don't see how much more wicked it could get.
It get worse. We say we don't think it get worse. It get worse.
Yeah.
But before we bone out, tell everybody again where they can find you on all your platforms.
So that's official _ ALO90 on IG, and then ALO on Facebook, and ALO official on Snapchat and TikTok. And on all platforms you could go get ALO official. You could get the War, the Legacy, the Big Dog, and the 10 Years. That's the latest one I just released.
That's what's up. I'm looking forward to them videos.
Appreciate that,
Wednesday,
man.
you gonna be? I'm gonna see if I can.
Oh yeah, I'm most
I'm gonna
definitely.
try to see if
I'm up in that.
I'll
piece.
pop out every now and then, so I'm gonna see if I can slide, if I can get some, if I can get away.
Yeah, for
Definitely
sure.
appreciate
'Cause I know
your
it's-
comments.
One good thing I
It's
like
my
about
birthday
Tommy
week.
T's though, man, is you
It's
can go to
hella
Tommy
crunched in
you
there,
can
though.
you can go to Tommy T's and you can still be back home in bed by 10 o'clock if
True
you're
that.
old. If you old like me, you can still be home in bed
ain't
by
even that.
10 o'clock.
It ain't even that. It's just, you know,
I'ma turn it up in that thing
That's
too,
what's
man.
up.
I'ma bring that energy for y'all.
'cause we just
Share
wanna
my
see.
testimony on that stage.
All right, Flash. Tell them where they can find you at.
Man, I can't wait to get some of that chicken though. You can find me at Camouflage KAMM FLAGE on all platforms. And man, thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes,
Be
indeed.
sure to check in with our YouTube page, Cognac Confessionals with an S. Follow us. Go watch some of our missed episodes. We got a lot of talent from the Bay Area that's been on the show,
and we looking to keep it moving in 2024 and grow this thing and double it up and all of that. But we need your support, so please like and subscribe. And
Support us
thank
like
y'all
you
for
support the
tuning in.
motherfuckers that y'all don't know, that don't know who you are, who you be wishing these motherfuckers happy birthday, who don't know who you is.
Man.
Yes,
Fuck with
sir.
your voice.
Exactly.
Pete, tell them where they can find you.
Hey, you can find me across the board at Pharaoh Films. And yeah, like he said, don't let me one more time go to a celebrity's Instagram and it says like by you and you ain't never like none of my stuff. Because, man, I'm going to show up and buy you a drink. They going to show up and pay you dust.
Yeah.
I definitely got some music for one of them
Okay.
projects, man.
See,
you know.
there it is.
Okay,
We
for sure.
network.
Let's
I
make
definitely
that happen.
do
We're
it,
here.
yeah.
We about building bridges.
Yeah, I'm
every
going to
day.
be in the building to see you live, see you
Okay,
doing your
that's
thing
it,
on
that's it.
Wednesday.
I'm
Then we're
gonna
going to put it
try to
together.
slide through.
Y'all see the shirt I wore, right? I went
Yeah.
and bought this
By
today,
mine.
you know,
One love.
intentionally, because I went and seen
That's
the
a hell of a
movie.
movie.
One
I haven't
love,
watched the
man.
movie
We got
yet.
to
Yeah,
show
but
love
that's
out
a-
here.
I done watched it twice. I watched it. I went to the theater and saw it,
I've been
and then I
home,
bought it on
good.
Amazon.
I've been off work at home for 3 weeks straight.
It's actually a
watching
really good movie.
Yeah.
watching Pilgrim Viking series because I love to watch how they are because I know how they are.
He gotta shoot
But
his shot.
Nah.
Like, I always, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know where he was
boom.
going with
You
that.
know what I'm saying? Oh, because I watch the truth. The truth is always in your face. You just gotta accept it.
Yeah.
You know, I watch some real shit, but I watched that. I watched shit. I like watching shit, but I love that I was watching shows that was not us doing shit to us because you know I don't do the basketball birds, the what's the other you know what the shows I'm talking about, that bullshit.
House
You know I don't do the house.
Well, I was
Bronze
up
or-
at 3 in the morning watching the new episode of BMF,
Oh, I
and
watched
all I
that.
can say to myself is,
I ain't watched that one.
"Fuck
The
am I,
new
fuck am I
episode
doing?"
tonight.
I ain't gonna
I ain't
spoil
watched
it
the
for
new
y'all,
episode.
but when it's over, if you don't look at that shit and be like, "Man, they got us fucked up."
But yeah,
I appreciate y'all having
appreciate
me
you
too.
coming
So,
on, bro.
yeah,
and
we're gonna see you
anytime.
on
we
Wednesday, and if
always-
y'all free,
Wednesday.
y'all free, come on out to Tommy T's. I
Come
believe
on,
doors
yeah.
open at 7. Showtime at 7:30. Like I said, for y'all old ones, I gotta go to
you
work
gotta
the next
go
day.
It's a
We're gonna
Wednesday.
be up out of there, but at a decent time.
Yeah, come see
come
what
out
they do
there.
on that stage,
Come on out.
man. Hear
Tommy
that real
T's, it's
music.
not a rowdy situation. It's a good shit. Y'all come out, support. That's the thing. We need to start supporting each other.
Yes, it is.
And like everybody told y'all where they can find them at. You know where you can find me at Cognac_Confessionals on IG, Cognac Confessionals on Facebook, and 9 times out of 10, you can find me in your bitch dreams. Why? Because that's where I reside. Because that's the type of motherfucker I am. No, I'm just joking.
And on Wednesday,
Yeah,
if your
follow
dollar's
that,
short,
man.
and on Wednesday, if your dollar's short, just say my name at the door.
And you'll be
Right.
$2.
It ain't gonna do nothing
Yeah.
for you, but just
They
say
gonna be
my
like,
name.
fuck you.
I want them to say, "Hey man, hella people been saying your name for some reason tonight."
Yeah, cause
Can we get a feature?
I'm performing, but I ain't got access
Yeah.
to get nobody.
Support
I get
your
a plus
people.
one. That's all I'm getting.
Hey, you gotta support your people, man. So that's what we about. We about supporting people doing
Right.
their thing, positive, because anybody can be out here talking about the bullshit,
Right.
the extra bullshit,
Yeah.
and the bullshit because
Mhm.
it's what bullshit. You know this key word, bullshit. But
And y'all always be asking for change, or somebody need to do something to look at
Do
that mess
something
they putting out.
different.
But when somebody ain't on the mess,
They
show up
ain't
and
cool.
support.
Yeah,
They
y'all
ain't
doing
they don't
it like
sound
you're
right.
supposed to,
They
you
don't
know?
boo boo boo.
Some cats won't even do the
Niggas
basic.
rush.
Like the post, share the post. Fuck, if you
Yeah.
ain't got no dollars for it, then spread the word. Do
Right.
something.
It-
Get active.
It don't cost nothing to share.
Be the
like,
change
and
you say you
subscribe.
want to see.
Mhm.
And on that note, I'm going to see you on
Yes,
Wednesday,
sir.
good brother.
Wednesday.
Appreciate you. Yes,
Definitely.
sir. Yes,
Salute.
sir.
And as usual,
Boy,
now it's
we gotta get in
time.
that lab too, man.
Get in the lab?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
man.
Then,
I
my
might
boy
come out
gotta
of
get in
retirement.
there.
I
Camouflage,
might come
man.
out of retirement.
Come on.
Hey,
If you don't say
we
3
got
a.m. in the bars, I'm going to
you
erase
already
it
know.
completely. I'm going to erase it personally.
2:59 and 59 seconds. Yeah. But as usual, man, now it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends. Hey, catch y'all next week. Y'all tune in as always.